Okay.
So I'll just describe you my idea and then you can draw it up.
Okay.
So my idea is to have like 4 to 6.
So you can access your plants. The sides can be plastic. We'll have little lips here made out of pallet board wood.
Nice.
And he'll be up on legs. And that will be a good place to start.
All right.
Give me a high five on that one. I did some measurements. I think 2 foot by 6 foot is what we are going to do. All right, cutting out the pieces for our tray. 2 foot by 6 foot. As usual, we'll square up our ends. All right, got some wood. What I'll do is tap some holes into my 6 foot pieces. One hole, and then I am going to use some indoor-outdoor glue just to make this a little bit stronger and hopefully just prevent the ends from cracking over the course of time and exposure to the sunlight. So we'll use this, we'll use glue. I'll be right back. Okay. How about this? I found these outside. These are left over from the last time I broke pallets apart. So I'll just finish breaking these apart, and these will be perfect for the base of the top tray. What do you think? Let's do it. Break it apart. Breaking stuff apart. Demo time. Here are the stringers. We'll cut these down to 6 foot. Should be 21 inch pieces. I'll do 2x4s right here. 21, 21. And then we'll start setting in some cross members here to keep her sturdy. All right, got my 21 inch pieces cut. I went ahead and cut 4 so that I'll have enough to put some down the center here. Measure out. What should I measure out? 2 foot and 4 foot. 2 foot, 4 foot. These, and I think these will work out great. Some half timbers. This one's pretty messed up. We'll go ahead and cut these down to 32 inches each. Got the legs cut. I went ahead and used this piece. I gotta remind myself not to be selective, just use what you got. But I will go ahead and attach the legs to the top part of this project. And these are kind of nice because they got square ends and rounded ends. So I'll just go ahead and attach the square ends all the way around. Here are some slats that we'll cut down to 6 foot, and we will attach them to the base. We all know how lazy I am, so I went ahead and I squared up this back side. Then I'll measure out 6 feet. I'll grab this level, line up the marks, and I'll measure out 6 foot, and that should get us close enough to where we need to be on that. The only reason I used the wood clamp was to bring everything together and make it a little bit more square, because you see as I loosen up it bows out. Okay, so we got everything cut down to 6 foot. I'll go ahead and screw them in. We got the tabletop put in for the top tray, and I have just the sides set in place right here. That's about 3 inches, 3.5 inches. And this right here will be the lid. It's going to open up. And initially I thought I could put up maybe a frame with plastic going around it. And I think that if it's not something that's rounded, that might be a mistake. So I am going to see what kind of PVC I have available around here. Maybe use some PVC to go from here to here. All right. As I was giving up hope on finding the PVC, oh gosh, guess what I found here? Look at that. What's that? PVC. Let's see if I can get that, and then we'll tune back in. Yeah, I'm just kind of eyeballing this right here, but if I get myself a little loop-de-doop-de going like that, it's about 36 inches. So I think that would be adequate for a loop-de-doop-de. Is it bad to cut this over here on the miter saw? Okay, so we have our pieces of PVC. See if I can heat this up and bend it. I don't know if this will work or not, but we'll try it. Okay, well, I was just playing with it off camera, and I think I got myself a little concept going, and I think it's going to work. So, we'll go ahead and do this shape right here. I can't really gain a whole lot, but that's what we're ending up with. So, let's get it screwed in, held in place. Pretty solid. Now we'll see if we can do that again 3 more times.
Happy customer.
Happy customer. All right. Well, you know, they're bending pretty good. I'll finish the other 2 and I'll check back in. Okay, so as I'm working with this PVC, I'm really amazed at how malleable it is. And it retains that malleability, and then it gets rock solid. Okay. Well, how do we think that looks? Is that going to be all right? Put the plastic over this. And have room for your plants to grow. Yes! Most importantly, Sweetie Pie likes it. Okay, let's think about what we're gonna do next. So we have our side piece of the tray here that I have to attach to the base. I'm just gonna go around and toenail these in. It may not even be the correct term, but I will go ahead and screw in I believe alright, that'll hold that in place. We need to put a bottom shelf on here. Got a measurement here. $69. We'll just say 16 inches. Slats along the bottom here, and that's going to be 21 inches. So we'll go ahead and cut those out 21 inches. I'm not going to make it complicated. Let's go 24, 48. slats right here. We get the inside buttoned up first. That's about 70 3/4. That's a little bit under 70 3/4, but we'll cut them down to 70 3/4. Okay, I got my backside lined up. This one needs to be ripped to make it fit. Came over here, marked my lines right there. So now let's get her cut. Okay, for the bottom shelf, because I'm using such slight pieces of wood anyways, I'll go ahead and tack these in. This piece right here will be ripped, I believe. This leg to this slat is 2 3/4. And then from this leg to this slat is about 2 3/4. All right. A ripped piece, that's 2 3/4. Set up the saw blade, 2 3/4. Two and 3/4. Come on. Yeah. I took a little bit of a shortcut on that bottom shelf by leaving a gap there. I might regret that. I don't know. Okay, so what I'll do is I don't want to have one long flimsy door. I just want to I'll have two short flimsy doors, and I'll have them sit right here. Go across up to here, or up to here, I guess. And then one over there doing the same thing. But the doors will sit inside the framed area, which will be good. And I'll take, this is 15.5 inches, this is 15.5 inches. Half of this is 3 inches, or 3 feet. So 3 feet by 15.5 inch squares. Go ahead and cut. I'll go 1.5 inches. 1.5 inches. There we go. 1.5 inches. I'll just cut up a bunch of pieces at 1.5 inches. So we got our two 15.5 inch pieces, and they measure out at 2.5 inches. So to get my 3 feet on each side, because I'm going to have these sitting on the outside, I had to subtract 2.5 inches from my 36 inches. And if not, I'm sorry that they can't take a joke. 18 inches will be our center point. 18 inches. So I'll move this over here. Well, I ran to the store and I got some of the cheapest hinges I could find. And I got some 3 mil clear plastic. And that was like 14 bucks, $14.32. Well, I don't know if this is going to be the best way to do this, but I'm going to try this real quick. You know why? Because I have nothing to lose. Okay, so I got the hinges up, and I know it looks kind of goofy on the sides anyways, but it's like you have a handle right here to reach in to open your door. It makes you able to access stuff right here. Close the door. Not bad. Let's put some hinges on the top part, see how those hold. All right. Okay, let's see if this thing opens up. Woo! Fancy. Beautiful. Okay, so I went ahead and put a little kickstand on one side here to hold the lid open. All right, and that's what I'm gonna leave on there for now. I think I'll have to have a little handle on here though. Let's find a handle. Got this old towel rack here. I think that would make a pretty spectacular, very spectacular. Look, it's a, must be a 2-footer. Fits perfect. Let's make that the handle. Okay, so I've got a couple of different outdoor stains and paint that I could use. I'm gonna go ahead and use this waterproofing stain and sealer, all-weather protection. I got this for sale, $30 for the 5 gallons. I already used quite a bit of this on my deck, so let's see how far this goes on this project. It'll cover this no problem. So let's get staining. Okay, so the stain is on. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up my paintbrush in some plastic so I can use it again tomorrow in case I need it, which I probably will. And then tomorrow we'll go ahead and put our plastic around it. I think so far she's looking pretty good. I know a lot of you have been thinking about this. Why doesn't Brett put some braces on the door to keep the door square. Well, I'm going to do that right now. I should have done it before I painted, but I was just too excited to see how everything would fit together. So let me do that right now. Okay, so got the saw set here at a 45-degree angle, and I'll probably just cut 8 45-degree struts. They're going to be about maybe 7 or 8 inches long. So we'll just eyeball it and see how we come out. In the closed position because I want them to fit in there somewhat, you know. Get them in the highest position, I suppose. A little bit of glue on here. Maybe a better shot, less congestion. Whoa, my pants are falling apart. Okay. Okay, so we have our staining done. We got our little braces thrown on the doors, and now we're gonna put some plastic on. And I was thinking about how I want to do the plastic. Do I just want to staple it on? I was thinking about cutting just some thin pieces of wood, like this one right here. I'll cut a 6-foot piece, and the back there a 6-foot piece, and I'll give the plastic a little bit of a roll, and then I'll set it on top, and then I'll brad nail it into the top. Think that'd look halfway decent, because my staple gun is such a bear to work with. I'm gonna try it. We'll see how it goes. So the lip right here is 1 inch. I've got this board right here. I'm gonna rip this down to just under 1 inch. I'll just rip the multiple pieces right here, see how many we can get out of it. Okay. Don't look at the hole in my pants. Come on, baby. Oh, we had it. Come on, baby. This is a 3 mil plastic. I think the first thing I'll do is I'll cut out a length that is going to be 6 feet approximately. I think I'll do that over here.
Can I help you?
Okay, don't touch that door, it's wet.
I'm not touching it.
I did.
Oh, you touched it. You touched
Well, I can touch it with this. I don't want your clothes to touch it.
I know.
I don't care about this.
I
The
got you,
clothes.
but I still don't want the plastic to touch it. Because I look like poop.
Okay? Make that work, and then line it up just like this.
Line it up.
Just like that. We're gonna pull it tight. Just like that, okay?
Get this.
Yeah. And then we're gonna roll it over and hang on to the plastic. There you go. Now roll it again. So it's nice and tight.
Yep.
Okay? Nice and tight. Okay. Let's,
One more?
just for grins and giggles, let's roll it one more time.
We
Okay?
have a helper.
You are. Okay, let's go ahead and. Oh man,
Me.
I would have struggled a lot. Now, I'll go ahead and throw a brad in there.
Okay, okay. Woo!
One brad. Okay, I'm just gonna pull it down tight, and I am just going to gauge, like maybe. Actually, I'll use the edge of this, the top part of this.
We need a little microphone to talk into.
Okay, so this wedge right here is going to be about 22 1/4. So what's going to be the best way to tuck this thing in anyways? Like, like that would be okay? Why not? Can anybody just tell me why not? Thank you.
Welcome. Come have us some apple pie. Pie.
Get all your seeds ready to go?
Yeah, man. I got it all ready to go. Organic mix and everything.
Nice.
Yes.
Okay, well, at first glance you can see kind of, some tufts that are sticking out there that aren't very appealing to look at. However, for a greenhouse made out of pallet wood, I think it'll be okay, and that's very easily changed out if we decide that we can't live with that, which I can live with that. I'm not a perfectionist, obviously. And it lifts up nice and easy. I think Sweetie Pie is gonna have a nice little stand to work with here. And I'm gonna wrap some plastic around the bottom part, and then we'll put some on those doors, and we'll give those a chance to dry a little bit more. This piece right here that we cut off, I think is gonna work perfect. Nope, it's gonna go all the way around. Okay, I'll start off with the back. Okay, how long will I make this piece? 69 inches. 69 incher. I'm gonna set that right here. Find the center point of my plastic piece. Got two staple guns that work equally as bad. I'm gonna go ahead and lube up the inside of this thing a little bit. See if that'll make a difference on how this thing functions. And it's so funny. I just piece this stuff together and I try to make it work, and I deal with it for as long as I can. Now, what was the purpose of me getting this staple gun ready to go? I was trying to make my life a little bit easier, but it's probably going to make it a little bit more complicated. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Okay. Well, hey, that one worked. I wonder if I should try to put the other sides on while I'm here. And they're going to be about 21 inches. So I'll measure out a couple of lengths at 21 inches, 2 lengths at 21 inches, and we'll see how that goes. 2 pieces measured out at 21 inches. I'll put one right there. I'll put one right here. And I'll give about an inch gap between the two for going around the corner, because we can go ahead and fudge that a little bit, right? All right.
Wow, looking good, baby.
Thank you.
Looks amazing. I'm gonna lift it.
Okay.
Lifting it.
Don't get any paint on your pants.
I won't.
Okay.
Wow, looks amazing, baby.
Thank you.
I love it.
That's exactly what I'm shooting for.
Love it, love it, love it. Wow. It's gonna last many, many years.
Well, we'll see how it goes after the first few storm. Very windy out here in Tennessee. Alright. That seems to be on there pretty good. Alright, so to get these wrapped up, I'm going to have to just cut this straight down, and then basically roll it from right there, I think. And we all know I can't cut straight, but that will be straight enough. Okay, you know, it's funny, I know when I'm out of brad nail, and yet I keep shooting. I don't know why. I just do. I was all worried about the direction of this. I'm not going to worry about it anymore. It's kind of pointless. Maybe. Uh-oh. That's not good. I can't have that blocking the door. Glad I checked. That. Let's see here. We'll just buzz that off. So just for the grins and the giggles, I went ahead and put a couple of strips on the back of the plastic right there to try to hold it in place a little bit, and hopefully this right here will just keep the plastic from blowing out too much when the wind blows. I don't know, you guys, I regret not using the 6 mil. I really think I should have. The 3 mil is gonna fall apart, but we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna go ahead and put plastic on the doors, and that'll be it. And then we'll move her into place, and then Meg is all ready. Check this out. Hey.
Hey.
We can see that you're getting anxious for your little greenhouse.
Yes, I'm gonna develop a
Holy
system
smokes,
how
look at
to
that.
Mark him.
Oh.
So I'm gonna start with like a snapdragons.
Snapdragons,
I have all
okay.
kinds of things. In
Nice.
There. Peppers.
Yeah, I think that's gonna work out pretty good. Do you have 2 pads or 3? 2, I see, that's 2. All right, that's awesome. I'll have to drill some holes for the cords too.
I can
That's all right. Actually, I think I will try to use this little piece right here. See how it goes. It looks like it'll fit. Okay, she's stapled in. I'll go ahead and trim this, and we will think about, do we want to put some strips on the inside of the door to hold the plastic in place like we did around the whole unit? Might not be a bad idea. All right. Ah, that's not too bad. Didn't waste a whole lot. Should let some sunlight in, maybe. Yeah, I'll probably put a couple of slats on the inside. Why not? I myself a bunch of small trim pieces right here, and I will use these on the inside of the door just to hold the plastic in place in random spots. And I think that will help us out on those windy days. Keep the plastic in place so it doesn't get all ripped up. Or we can not be lazy and measure these out. Make sure you make room for the legs right here. So measure out about 4 inches. So I'll go with a 30 inch and a 30 inch. And then right here I'll go with about, how about a 13 inch? Okay, 30, 30, 13, 13. Yes, that's a fancy looking little greenhouse. Okay, so now based on where we're going to put this thing, I am going to put a hole right here to fit the plug for the extension cord for the heating pads. I could put it in the back. Let's just put it in the back. Why not? What are we, professionals? I almost pulled out the fire extinguisher. I thought that thing was going to catch on fire. Woo! All right. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, baby.
Ugh.
So, I don't know. Should I buy more trays or?
Well, let's see how this goes. You got 2 trays in there. We'll close it up. Are they already starting to warm up? I got them plugged in.
Yeah, they're warming up, baby.
Nice. And we'll close this up and see if it contains any of the heat.
Let's see.
Here, you gotta.
Oh, hey, what's that?
You gotta pick this up, right? You gotta pick up the kickstand.
Kickstand.
Look at that.
Okay, so this is not gonna work.
Yeah, that's kind of
Hold on. You know what? We
catching
can
you a
move
little
it.
bit. Huh? Here you go. All right, you got it?
Yes.
See, is it gonna close? You got little pieces back here getting caught. Got the cord stuck in there.
All kinds of
You know,
things.
but yeah, you just got to work on just getting everything worked out.
Yes. Hold on.
Oh yeah, this right here is hitting this one right here.
How about we'll swap them?
Okay. I don't think it'll make that big of a difference. All right, there we go. We have closure.
Closure.
All right, good job.
I was
job.
carrying that
Woo.
whole thing, Miko. My back is killing me.
All right,
I know.
greenhouse. We'll see how it does over the course of the season. Was this greenhouse idea the best thing I've ever made? No, probably not. I hope it lasts through the season, to be frank with you. Does Sweetie Pie love it? She really does. And that's what matters. I don't know. Maybe I'll check in with you guys in a year or two and we'll see if the greenhouse is still standing. We'll see. But go ahead and go out there and make those improvements and get inspired and make something for your Sweetie Pie. That's all I got to say.